Wonder why I started this channel? Well, stick around because you're going to find out. Thank you for being here, friends and neighbors. I'm glad you could be here. Sorry about this. Got a little frog in my throat this morning, but other than that, we're getting along great. So, why did I start this channel? Because I think a lot of us here, especially 60 and above, do not feel like we're being observed. We're not being credited for what we've provided in society. The knowledge, we have so much to give. And we're not done yet. Not by a long shot. Just because we've reached that so-called golden years, as they like to talk about, well, we're not going to sit back and be not heard, as so to speak. Because the one thing you got to remember, folks, is just because we're over 60 doesn't mean we're no count. Because we do matter. Everything in society, everything we do in life does matter. You can always look at the situation like, where would people be without the knowledge that we've gained and we've shared with people? I learned from my grandparents. I learned from my parents. I still learn to this day from people that's older than me. I mean, I'm almost 63. My name is Rich, by the way. And I'm still learning. And I'll probably be learning till the day I die. Life is a never-ending learning process. And we need to think about that real hard. Because if it wasn't, and we thought we knew it all, then why are we here? I mean, we've made the decisions in life that have changed directions for a lot of people, have made things better. We've made mistakes. There's no two ways about it. I think we're all be delusional if we said, well, we didn't make any mistakes, because we know that would be an outright lie. But we have contributed a lot to society. Whether it's the grandmother out here looking at her grandson or granddaughter, and they're looking at each other saying, how can I help you? I mean, believe it or not, grandchildren look up to the older folks a lot. And they listen and they learn and they like what we provide for them. Yeah, a parent's job is not hard and not easy, not easy. But I think grandparents too have a learning process that they can do for people and teach them things that the parents sometimes may have forgot. I mean, as grandparents, yeah, we're not, quote unquote, the child's parent. But that's a whole different story when it becomes a grandchild. We can shape them, we can mold them, and let them learn from some of the things that we did, because it is that way. We learned from our grandparents, didn't we? If we look back, how many of us can honestly say, here we are above 60, and say, hey, I remember what my grandma did, or I remember what my grandfather taught me, or things that me and my grandparents did together. I mean, those are things that you just got to look at and say, hey, you're right, I did learn that. But the thing is, it's all about change, learning, changing with society, making things say that, hey, we may be older, but hey, we're still here, and we're going to make a difference in other people's lives. We don't sit on the porch with a rocking chair and a cup of coffee and watch the world go by and waiting to die. That just isn't the case, and we're not going to allow that. I want you to think about this long and hard. There are people out there that love you and care about you more than you probably know. Now, you're probably saying, okay, why would someone care about me? Believe me, there's always something good that people can look at and find. I mean, whether you go to help out in a kitchen somewhere that's feeding the hungry, or just going over to your neighbor's house and saying, hey, can we sit and visit? Or the neighbors have kids over, and maybe you make some lemonade and some cookies for them or something. Just let them know that, hey, we're here, and we can be great neighbors. Our grandkids, same way. Be a grandparent. Now, sometimes that gets a little hectic sometimes, yes. But that can all change too. And how we look at society in our own minds. We are the change. Yeah, the younger generation, it's their time to shine. No doubt about it. But just because we're older doesn't mean we sit back on our laurels and let people dictate to us how we're going to run our lives. We've been running our lives for all these years. Why stop now? And we shouldn't. My grandparents, my parents fought tooth and nail to say, hey, we're still here. And they did too. They didn't sit back after they got retired and said, oh, it's over, so I'm just going to coast. It didn't work that way. And it still don't work that way. I think as people, we need to look and see what's going to change in our lives. I mean, with society today, I know we are at high prices, high gas prices. Everything is going up, and there is discouragement throughout everywhere you look. But focus on the little things, not the great big picture. Don't look at it. You know, the old saying, you kind of miss the forest for the trees. Well, you know what that means, and I'm sure you do. I mean, take time and look at what you have and the blessings that you have. You know, there's someone out there way worse. I mean, their health may have declined quite a bit. But, you know, just spending a little extra time being with that person can make a world of difference. So much more. So, I mean, and I started this channel for that very reason. It's because I don't want you to give up. I want you to look at what you have, what you can change, and how you can make things better. Now, financially, things are probably pretty stiff right now. But you know, you need to step back, look at what you have in your life. Do you really need this? Do you really want this? Is there change you could make? I mean, yeah, you may be single now, you don't have that spouse with you, or you've been single for all these years and you think, why change now? But you know, there's always something out there that needs you, whether it be a child, a grandparent, as a grandchild needs you. But as a grandparent, you can look at the grandchildren and say, what can I do to help you? Is there something in school you need help with? I've learned that. I mean, and the list goes on and on and on. So just remember, you are not no account. You have a lot of special abilities. You have a lot of special talent. And it's just waiting for you. And I want you to understand that. You need to look at yourself and say, yes, I am. I'm worth it. And you can be worth it. I mean, why wouldn't you be? I mean, this is something that makes who you are exactly who you are. I mean, we're born with a certain spirit, a certain personality that should never change. I mean, if you see me and met me in person, you know who I am. I'm exactly the same person as you're seeing right here. I'm a happy-go-lucky. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. I enjoy talking to people and having fun. And I could share a lot of wisdom with people from what I've learned over the years. Have a lot of wisdom built under my belt. Things that I've done and things that I'm still going about and learning. Because there's new ways of things each day that you need to keep going. You know, if you stop learning and you quit, then what have you gained? I mean, your mind is something that you need to keep working with and keep focusing on. That, hey, I've still got it up here and I'm going to share it with you. I mean, what good is a gift if you can't share it, right? That's just what it's all about. So, now you want to know why I started this channel? Well, now you know. I started this channel because I want you, and of course you, the mother, the grandmother, the person out there who's feeling desperate, they feel everything's against them. Step back, take a breath, and look at your situation. It could be worse. And if you got a friend or a neighbor, call on them. Tell them how much you think of them and how much you love them and care for them. And believe me, that'll make a world of difference in them, folks. So, thank you again for being here on this channel. If you like what you see or you want to comment, please do so down below and click that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you did, because I think through this all, folks, we can get through it together. I know. But just remember one thing, and just like I always say, we may be older, but we're still here, and we're definitely not done yet. God bless you. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.